Alrighty, traders, good morning and welcome to the morning coffee kickoff. This is Gary Fichardt, and we are going to take a look at the market. Listen here, there's a couple of things that you need to have to be successful in trading. Number one, you need to understand how the market works. But number two, you need to be able to have a trading strategy that can be adjusted to the market conditions. And then the last thing is you need to be able to be a good manager of your money, which means you have to make sure that you have good equity management in all your trades. The one thing that has kept me alive, look, I've got to a point where I've really got low on certain trading accounts, but one thing that's kept me alive and haven't blown trading accounts is because I've still had good equity management. Even though I've got a little greedy on some of the trading accounts, and sometimes we can get a little greedy. But even though I've got a little greedy on some trading accounts, I've managed to still, keep some money left over to be able to get back in the market, get back into trading, get back on track, and start building the account again. So, listen here, we've made some good money out of the Forex, but there's one thing over the last 25 plus years that I found is that you need to understand how the market works. All right, we have to understand how the market works. In order to be able to have a good trading strategy, all right, you have to know what the conditions are that you're trading in. All right, and then you have to go ahead and test whatever strategy you trade in those market conditions and look for the worst case scenario. Look, you as a trader, you never want to say, well, the worst case scenario. No, you never use those words, right? But in the reality is that we have to look at the worst case scenario. It can't be just like, well, you know what, every trade is going to be a win for us. We know that it's not going to be the case. We know that we're going to have some losers. And we have to go ahead and make sure that we understand exactly where it's time to get in, where it's time to get out. That's the key right there, when it's time to get out, all right? But very importantly, traders, throughout this whole process, we have to at all times, and this is my disclaimer, I say this every morning, we have to know how to manage our risk properly, all right? Because if you do not, you are not going to be able to ride those waves, baby, all right? So with that being said, traders, everyone got their cup of coffee this morning? Everyone ready to rock and roll? All right. I'm feeling good this morning. We've got a few trades in we're going to go ahead and check out. We're doing pretty good right now. We're seeing the market coming back. We're seeing a lot of profits in a lot of the trades. Let's check it out and see exactly what's going on. We did pay out on the Euro CAD yesterday. It was a very small trade. We paid out. We're out of the Euro CAD this morning. We'll check out that as well and see how things are shaping up. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look. Karen, thank you. Good morning to you. Karen, nice. Good morning. William, good morning. And Karen, I did get your email. Appreciate the email. Don't worry. We got you covered. We're going to have a session over the next couple of days. We're going to have a live session that's going to be able to resolve all your issues. And the update that you got, the 2.06 update that you've got, is actually just an update for the back end, the back office. It's got nothing to do with the actual strategy itself. So don't worry about what you got there, 2.0. That's why you've got the notes on that, because there's no changes to the actual strategy. There's no change to the system itself. It's just an update version for the back office for the EAs. All right. So I'm still going to respond to your email, and we will go ahead and take care of you. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on right here. Craig says good morning. Craig, good morning to you. All right, let's go ahead and kick off and see what happened yesterday. Firstly, on our first trade that we had, taking the Euro CAD. Euro CAD was a sell position. We got in at 45.75, and I believe we got out on this trade. Let's go ahead and check out the history. And the history would be, that's not it there. There it is there. EuroCAD paid out. And again, not a lot of profit on this trade. As you can see right here, traders, we entered at 46.75. We closed out at 46.13. So 13 off there would be 62. So we picked up 62 pips on that trade. Let's go ahead and mark this off. 62 pip net profit here. So we started to take a little profit this week, 62 pips. We're out of that trade, and we are done. All right, cool. What is next? Okay, so that's the only trade that's paid off so far. We have a lot of trades that are in right now, right? we have a lot of trades that are in. And we're going to go ahead and take a look and see which these trades we are in and how they're doing. Euro Aussie. Let's take a look. We start at the top here. Euro Aussie. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Euro Aussie chart. This week's target was certainly a hit right here. So we hit this week's target right here. I don't believe we would have entered in a trade on this week, but I believe we are in a trade from last week. Yes, there it is. So this week there was no trading opportunity. So let's go ahead and cancel that. This is now a hit target right here. And we're going to go ahead and say no trade on there. All right. So this is a no trade right here. We'll cancel any sort of pending orders that we have. Hit trade the weekend. Close that out. Oh, sorry, the week. Close that out. Now we still have a pending position in, right? And here is the pending position we're in right here. I'm going to go to the Euro Aussie right here. I've got 4 positions deep on here. I'm running about 25 pips shy of my break-even point. And, when price starts moving through that level, we're going to start making some decision. Now, if I actually go to the chart itself and take a look at the chart, I did mention that as price comes back down to this red wave rider right here, I'm going to have to make some sort of decisions. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the daily time frame. Daily time frame has pulled back and has been a very bearish move in today's trading. You see, yesterday was bearish. Today, over the last 24 hours, has been bearish. And why? Why has it been bearish? Well, come on, traders. We all know why it's been bearish, right? We spoke about it yesterday, all right? We had news coming out yesterday. We had the RBA, and it was a rate decision and the statement. And it came out yesterday. What did they do? They kept the rates unchanged, all right? Kept the rates unchanged. We did say that it depends what comes out in the verbiage, right? In the statement that will go ahead and create some fire in the market. The big thing right now, the big concern on the news right now is actually over China and the coronavirus that's taking place. Businesses have shut down. Things are not moving great. Things are really being disrupted in China, and that's ultimately going to affect the Aussie and the New Zealand dollar. But even though we have had that news come across the board, we have still seen that the rate decision to stay unchanged at 0.75% has actually been a positive move on the Aussie, pushing the Euro Aussie bearish as we anticipated yesterday. Remember, we said we're going to hang on to this trade, and we did. All right, so this trade has gone ahead and moved further down south. Now, the question here is, does it stop at this level? See this upward trend line? This upward trend line going up right here? That's the trend line that is being tested right now. We're going to have to wait and see. Give it some time. We know that we have a bit of resistance coming off of this level right here. All right? That's acting as a support level right there. Also, we have the upward trend line. If it breaches through there, then we are going to see price moving down to that level there. Now, how far do we have before we start seeing our profit target being hit? Well, let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. And that's not the 1 hour, this is the one. Here's the 1 hour right here. This is our profit target right here. This is what we're chasing after down here. All right, we're looking for that level to come into play. And that is approximately, if we take a look right here, we're still 267 pips away. 267 pips. Man, there's a lot of profit still on the downside. Right, we have a bunch of profit. Now, I do have concerns though. All right, I do have concerns that we may get stuck in a possible uptrend. Right, as price continues to move north, and as price comes back down to support, and then starts working its way back up again, we're going to go ahead and see price moving up a little higher. Now, the best thing for us to go ahead and do is check out the daily time frame. The larger time frames will control the smaller time frames. We get that part, right? But also we're going to go ahead and take a look right here. So this is what we've got. So with price now moving back inside this channel, if it starts taking out the highs up here at the top at 1.6785, then this trend line would be an adjusted trend line. All right? So we look at this trend line as an adjusted trend line. which means, traders, that price has the ability to go all the way up to trade here at the top of this upward trend line right here. So we can see price going a lot higher up, right? Now, the fortunate thing is prices move in waves. So even if it does go up, just like we saw a little pullback right here, we're going to see pullbacks. The price is going to take out the highs, then come back down, retest support, go up again, come back down, test support, go up again, and so it can keep moving. And every time it pulls back, it's going to be an opportunity for us to make a decision on. So we're not going to go ahead and panic right now. We're still seeing Aussie strong, right? And we're gonna ride this wave. Okay, we're gonna ride this wave and see how far the price can move further down. And we are going to keep a special eye on the support. If we can get through the support, then we should be able to get down to that support, which, by the way, is another 100 pips away. And you know what? I'm quite happy with that. If I can get another 100 pips out of this trade, I don't have to get the 267 pips out of this. If I pick up another 100 pips on this on 4 entry points, we're looking pretty, because that's 100 pips times that by 4 entries. We've got a 400 pip opportunity right here. Okay? Okay, let's go ahead and move on. All right, so don't sit and waddle on a currency pair for too long. Check it out, see what you need to do, make decisions, and then move on. We decided we're going to stick around, and we're going to go ahead and check out the next currency pair. Next currency pair is going to be the Euro New Zealand dollar. We got in, or at least we're looking to get in on this one right here. Let's take a look and see if we actually got in. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a shortcut right here and go straight to the trading account right here. And I see nothing on the Euro New Zealand dollar right here. Nope, nothing, zip, zero. So we have not got a trade in on this. Let's go take a look at the chart and see why we're not in on the Euro New Zealand dollar. Alright, so here it is. You can see prices just moved sideways. We've got some sideways action right here. So the reason why we're not in is because we're not really seeing any sort of momentum out of this pair at all so far. Alright, so in this week it started off at a high and we've just gone into some sort of consolidation. So our target is down here. Price hasn't given us an opportunity to get in on a sell. We're simply not in on this trade. And you know what? It is okay. All right, we've got a lot of trades open already. So let's go ahead and move on. So this one is not active yet. Let's go take a look at the next trade. The next trade is going to be, look at all the pound crosses. All the pound crosses are hit this week. But hey, we're holding on to 2 trades out of the pound crosses. It is the pound Aussie, and pound New Zealand dollar. So pound New Zealand dollar, pound Aussie, we've got currently right now in shorts, right? We're selling those 2 currency pairs. Let's go take a look at pound Aussie right here. You know, let's go to New Zealand, pound New Zealand first. So pound New Zealand, as we go to pound New Zealand right here, let's take a look and see what's going on right here. There's the target that we're chasing after down here. Now, we had a bit of a pullback. Prices come back up to the weekly target this week. Although it's been hit already, we're coming back to retest it. And so we've also came back down to this wave rider right here. So we've pulled back up since this morning. Let's take a look right here. Man, look at that. We've given back about 145 pips back to the market. So let's take a look and see how much we're up on this. And I'm going to go to the pound New Zealand right here. And so we're up, looks like about 118, 119 pips. Remember, we've got 3 positions in. So we're actually back to a situation where we're up, let's see here. Looks like about 149. Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah, it looks like about 100 and let's say 130 plus 267. So we're almost to about 400 pips. 400 pips up totally. We had another 145 that we could have added to 3 additional positions. So that would have been another, what, 150 plus 450. Man, we would have been 800 and, no, I lie. 700 plus 1,000, call it 1,100. All right, we would have been 1,150 pips up at this point right here. But we're still in, traders. We are still in. Let's see how much further we're expecting price to move. Now I'm going to go to the daily time frame. Did we miss the opportunity? Did we miss out? No, I don't think so. Check this big bearish candlestick formation right here. So price is going to come back to support again. We've come off the top of the channel right here, which is identified by this bottom of the channel. We're looking for price to come back to retest the support level right here. So any sort of rally that we've seen right here may just be short term, but we're looking for price to move down about another 300 pips down south. All right, so it may rally up a little bit more higher. May see another 90 pip, maybe a 90 pip rally, and then another 300 pip downside right here. Now this is possibly another 100 pips. Now I'm going to go to my lower time frame. I'm going to take a look and see how the markets are waving right here, because price moves in waves, right? Oh, okay. Well, I can see it already right here. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see a wave? Even though it's a small, like, bearish gap right here, we had price going back up again. Then we had a long move down. We had a little bit of a rally again, and then price moved down again, and now back up again. So I see this as price as wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and now we're in this ABCD correction, ABC, which means this is now going to be our C, because this is small a, small b right here, and C. So it's very small, very light, but I'm seeing right here that we're maybe in a complete cycle right here, which means that price is now going to work its way back south, and we're going to chase after this level right here at 1.9764. Now check how that meets up with what? Our target right down here. So this is what we're looking for right here. I think this is what we're going to get. We're going to get another 385 pip dip down here, and then that's going to be our target. So I think I'm going to stick around on the pound New Zealand dollar. All right, stick around on this particular pair right here. Let's go ahead and kill that. So pound New Zealand dollar, we're holding on to pound New Zealand dollar. Let's go pound Aussie. Let's take a look at pound Aussie, how pound Aussie is set up right here. Pound Aussie is also pulled back up a little bit right here. All right, we pull back up a little bit right here. At 117 pips. So pull back 117 pips up. How many are we up on this position? Let's see, a pound Aussie. We're 4 positions deep on this one right here. We're right at the first entry point, or very close to the first entry point. And we've got, let's see here, 110, 238. So that's call that 348. 648, call it 710, around about, let's call it 710, a little bit more than that actually. So we're approximately around about anywhere between 410 to 435 pips deep in the money on this position right here. We're net 163 pips up on the trade, and we've got still to go, got price still to move down to this level right here, and that's about 284 pips. I think we can hold on a little bit longer on this one too. Let's go take a look and see. Yeah, we haven't quite got to that support level right here, so I don't think we're in a position to be too concerned. Let me see here. Pound continues to be weak. We've got strong Aussie in the day. I think we can hold on to this one a little bit longer. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Yeah, we're trading below the wavy tunnel right here. So yeah, I'm going to hold on to this one a little bit longer. Right here. Going to hold on to this one a little longer and see if we can get our additional pips down here. So let's go ahead and see if we can take out some lows. We'll make some decisions in tomorrow. So we can leave this one for another day, and we'll pay attention to it in the next day. Let's take a look what's going on right here. We've got New Zealand data coming out this week. And in fact, it's out this evening at 4:45. Now, let's think about this. 42 employment. We've got RBA governor speaks as well this evening. So we do have both about both Aussie and New Zealand data coming out this evening. We're expecting a quarterly data, employment change, quarterly data to tick up 0.3%, which will give the New Zealand dollar a little bit of a boost, a positive boost right there. Unemployment rate seems to be fixed at 4.2%. If we can see that drop south, then that may be another positive move on the New Zealand dollar. And that's going to take well, it's not both, but we're going to take the pound New Zealand bearish on us. So this is what we want. We want to see pound New Zealand go bearish on us. And so we're going to wait for the data to come out this evening. Let the data come out. We'll make decisions after that. I think with the momentum that we have currently right now, this will just add on to that momentum. All right, just add on to the momentum. We're going to stick short. We're going to stick to the shorts, hold on to them, and we're going to wait another day for this to make a decision on that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other trades that we've got right here. We've got Aussie crosses right here. So we invested quite a bit in the Aussie crosses. There's no doubt about that. Aussie JPY, we're in on that as well. We're in on Aussie Canadian. We're in on Aussie US dollar. We also got some pending orders for this week coming up right here. Let's take a look and see how they're playing out this week. So I'm going to start off with the Aussie JPY. And Aussie JPY, this week's target's been hit. So when we take out this target, remember traders when we said that we're going to get into this region right here, we said that there could be a possibility for price to move down. Because right now, this wave rider is indicating bearish opportunity, right? And so with that being the case, we may need to go ahead and make a decision. Let's go to the Aussie JPY and take a look and see what's going on here. So we're up in the money on this one. We're not a whole bunch in the money on this one right here, but we are in the money. We got 3 positions deep. We're heading towards our first entry point right here. Interesting. Traders, you know what, man? I may make a decision. May make a decision as I get closer to the end of day today. I want to see what the market does at this level right here. So let's take a look at the. Yeah, remember we said we are going to get up to this resistance level as well? Well, we get in there. Look, it's been a strong move this morning. A real strong move on the Aussie. And this level right here is key. All right, and that is priced at what level? Let's take a look. 63. We're not too far away from that. Wow. We know we're going to get resistance there, right? I mean, we know that. And the reason why I know that is because if you take a look over here, take a look how price hesitated right there. And so this definitely became a significant level of support as price came back down to it. Now, as price moves past that level and goes down further down south and comes back to retest it, we're going to see possibly price rejection right here. All right, so we've got about 20 pips to go on this trade right there. Now, this may be across the board. Maybe across the board, we've only got about 20 to 50 pips left in on these trades. That's interesting. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's put this on ice. Let's go ahead and put a pin in this one right now. We'll come back to it. Let's take a look at some other the Aussie crosses that we've got going here. Let's go to Aussie Canadian. Now, before I do that, let me mark this off as a hit target for the week. So this week, we've got a hit target this week. But we're still holding on to a trade from the previous week. All right, so holding a trade from the previous week, which is a buy. But the week this week is hit. So let's go to the Canadian right here. Oh man, I love the fact that we've traded above the support. Man, I see the Aussie CAD moving still bullish on those. I'm very comfortable holding on to Aussie Canadian right here. In fact, let's go to US oil. Take a quick squiz at US oil right here. US oil, we were worried about US oil holding off at the support level right here and moving back up north. It's still trading below that support. You can see right here. We traded below that support, which means our price could move down a little further down south. Man, could we see price moving down to $42 a barrel? It's possible, right? That's where we got the next level of support down here. If we stay below this support at 51, we could be heading further down south, which means weaker Canadian dollar. All right, and if we get weaker Canadian dollar, what does that mean? That means it's going to push the Aussie CAD bullish. So we're going to hold on to the Aussie CAD a little bit longer. Let's take a look and see where we are on our target. How far we are, or how far off are we from our profit-taking level? Let's see here, Aussie CAD. All right, Aussie CAD's moved off this target. So this target has been hit this week. No trading opportunity this week, but we're still chasing after this target right here. And we are 46 pips away. Traders, I think it's almost going to be time, all right? It's going to be time for us to start thinking about taking profit on the Aussie CAD. It's moving into that 20 pip range. I've always said that within 20 pips of the target, start thinking, take money off the table, bank it. Wife is going to be happy. She can go out there and spend the credit card again. Take your money. 20 pips away, start thinking profit, right? So let's check it out. So we're about 47 pips away from the target. And let's take a look here. Aussie Canadian, which is this one right here. Now, we only got 2 positions in on this one. We're up about net 50, but on both the positions. But we're looking at profiting about 72 on the one. And the other one is currently up 28, call it. So it's about 100 pips net positive. And if we take a look here, if we go up another 20 pips, that'll give us another 40 pips in each, or 20 pips in each position. That'll be another 40. We've been about 140 pips on this trade. You know what, traders? I am not too unhappy, but man, I tell you something. The fact that the daily looks like the way it does right here, it's easy for us to just go ahead and let this one ride, right? Well, let's put it this way. For right now, we don't have to do anything. Once it gets into a 20 pip range, we start making decisions, all right? That means that as the day starts getting older and we start getting older. All right, I speak for myself. All right, I'm speaking for myself right now. Okay, so as the day gets older, what we may go ahead and do is look to see if price has given us an extra 20 pips. If we're within 20 pips of the target, we may go ahead and start getting the heck out of Dodge. All right? We may go ahead and do that. So we'll check it out in a moment. We'll let this one ride and see where it takes us. Let's move on to the next currency pair. And the next one is going to be Aussie US dollar. Nice little push off that support down here. All right. Price working its way back up north. We don't need to be too concerned about that. How many positions do we have on this one? Aussie US dollar, we've got 3 positions on this. And we're at our break-even point. So we pretty much have to hold on to this one. There's no ways we're going to go ahead and cut our losses now at 0%. All right, return on this trade. So we're definitely at the early stages right here. We had break-even. We've got 3 positions in. We're sitting pretty right now. All right, we're sitting pretty. So we don't have to go ahead and make any sort of rash decision on this. We're certainly going to go hold on to this trade a little longer, and we'll figure out things later. All right. So our target. Let's take a look at our target. What are we trying to profit on this one right here? We're looking for. It looks like we've got a hit target this week as well. So let's go ahead and update this document. Got a hit targets on all the Aussies this week. All right. Let's go ahead and change that up. And this is a no trade right here. I think I should have kept these things pending. And these are low probability. So, all right, good. So we've got that set up right here. Hit targets this week. We can hold on to our previous positions. All right. And on this one right here, we're looking for price to move up about 114 pips. Listen, I want to tell you this much. I don't know if you noticed, but we've seen price coming back up to these to all my downward trends. All right, it's testing my wave rider right here. Now, listen here. If you haven't noticed already, check this out. You see how price bounces off these channels right here? Here it is here. I'm going to show you what it looks like. See how price bounces off there, which means it's still bullish. Bounces off right here, still bullish. Then it goes in and breaks the channel, and it bounces off there, it goes bearish. Bounces off there, goes bearish. Bounces off there, goes bearish. You see all that? Which means, traders, that you have to realize that we're bullish, right? We're buying on the Aussie US dollar. And price is coming up to this level right here. And so we're expecting price to bounce off this level and go back down south again, all right? But if we break through this, we could be on a new trend, all right? We could be on a new trend. In fact, if I go ahead and pull up some trend lines on this and get all technical with you guys, probably say, Big Dog, are you kidding me? Are we drawing trend lines now? Are you kidding me? Trend lines? Really? Yeah, I'm putting trend lines in here. All right, so I'm going to put trend lines in here. And we could see price coming back up to retest the backside of this trend line. So we have a monthly target over here and this a monthly pivot right there. And that is just about halfway to our target. So you can see right here, around about 63 pips, maybe time for us to go ahead and cash out. All right, unless we see something huge happening on the on the daily time frame. Now, we got Trey says the Aussie JPY closed the gap first. Close gap first. Let's take a look and see what it means by the gap on the Aussie JPY. All right, we got Aussie JPY. So, all right, so Aussie US dollar, we're going to hold on to a little bit longer on Aussie US dollar. And then we're talking about a gap right here. Now, here's a gap that the trader's going to be talking about right here. Now, I just got to go ahead and mention a couple of things. First thing, number one, traders, listen here. Do we have gaps in the Forex market? All right, do we have a gap in the Forex market? Do we have gaps in the Forex market? All right, firstly, we are trading a market that is open 7 days a week. All right, not just 5 days a week like our broker, 7 days a week. So when we have these gaps right here, this is a stock trading strategy, all right? Because Forex, this is called a weekend gap because the broker closes out on the weekend. Doesn't mean that price stopped trading over the weekend, all right? Because price was continuing to trade over the weekend, price came down here by the time the weekend closed. So we still had some further downside action. And by the time the broker opened up, it created this gap in the market right here. So I'm not very keen on chasing after gaps, all right? But I must admit, all right, as strange as it may be, the market does tend to want to close up these gaps. We see it very often. When we see a gap in the market, whether it's even a fundamental move, all right, we do see these gaps. And I'm more likely to go ahead and trade after these fundamental gaps than I am trading over weekend gaps, all right? But yes, there are these gaps that the market tends to fill. But that's not the strategy I'm following, right? The filling up these gaps, looking for the market to fill up these gaps and pivot points, and not pivot points, these pockets that are broken. I'm not really trading after that, all right? I'm more interested in trading after these pivot points because why? Because it's got a 97% success rate. That's the reason why I'm trading. But yeah, point taken. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to continue to hold on to the Aussie JPY, Aussie US dollar, and Aussie CAD. Let's go take a look and see what else we've got going here. New Zealand CAD. Did we pick up any New Zealand CAD, US CAD this week? Let's take a look. All right, and we have a hit target this week with no trading opportunity this week. I don't believe we did pick up a trade. I'm going to double check and make sure. Nope. Oh, snap. We got one US dollar CAD. So I don't see a New Zealand CAD trade. Let's see, a New Zealand CAD. Nope. And yes, I have picked up one entry point on US dollar CAD. So let's go take a look at US dollar CAD. All right, US dollar CAD is this one right here. And as you can see right here is our target. Now, notice last week we had also a missed target. Price never got to that level. We now also have the same thing this week as well. Price has not got to this level yet, but we do have an entry point. All right, we have an opportunity to get in, and we did. And we got in at what price? We got in on a sell at $32.95. So $32.95. Let's go ahead and mark it in. So this one is a hit target. And this one is also a active. We are in an overbought condition. We are selling, and I forgot the entry point. I think it was 32.75. I think it is 95. Sorry, 32.95. So 32. So 1.3295. That was the entry point, and we are active. So we've only got really one active trade this week. Can you believe that? After all those opportunities this week, all right, we've only managed to get in on 2 trades this week. Euro CAD, which has already paid out 62 pips, and now we're in on the US dollar CAD right now, and we're in and we're active on this one right here. Let's take a look right here. We got in with an overbought condition. We sell in with an overbought condition right here, and let's take a look and see what the money looks like so far. So at the moment right now, I'm just going to throw in my break-even point right here so I can see. There it is. All right, so we are currently right now, we're up on this one right here. We're up about 10 pips. All right, 10 pips on that trade. Not a big deal. But we're in the money. All right. And we've got a long ways to go. We've got another, let's see here, 75 pips to go. So we'll probably pick up about 85 pips if it hits the target. And I like the way that the pivot point is trading right here at my wave tunnel right here. So if it comes back to test the wave tunnel and continues to move bullish, it's going to go ahead and get me out of this trade. So if it does hit this target this week, we should be good to go. Let's go to the daily time frame. Take a quick look over here on the daily. And we're already seeing the daily starting to show a little bit of indecision right here. I do believe that we still got a little bit of momentum to the upside to take out these what I call liquidation levels right here, these highs. As price comes up to this level, then I would probably be expecting a downside move. So I'm not going to hold my breath for a possible downward move yet until we go ahead and take out those highs. Now what I do see though, if I look at the way structure is being set up right here, I do see price moving up here, here, and this is creating a third wave. So there is definitely a retracement anticipation. All right, we're expecting a retracement move before price goes up a little higher. So maybe it does come, and if I look over here, maybe I'm missing out on something here. Maybe there's a trend line that is connecting. Well, look there. It's actually keeping us above right here. You see right there? Let me just get rid of that. You can see right here as I draw that trend line across, you can see our price is actually holding up at that trend line. So there is a chance that, like I said, that price may move up to the upside right here, test this, then come down, not even get to our target, then go up for that final rally, then come back down deeper as we come right to the top of the channel right here. All right, so we could be in this for a couple of weeks before price goes in and actually moves down. So if we pay out this week, it's bonus. I'm not expecting this to be a payout for this week. I'm expecting maybe in a couple of weeks from now to possibly get a payout on this one right here. So we'll stick around and see what happens on this trade. All right, and so this is what we're seeing right now. This is what we're seeing right now. This is where we're at regarding the US dollar CAD. Right, so these are our positions. This is where we're at right now. We've got still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 open currency pairs with multiple entry points, and then we've just picked up another entry point here on the US dollar CAD for this week. We've closed out the Euro CAD for 62 pips. We'll see what the rest of the week brings us. All right. So that's pretty much it for us this morning. Trust everyone had a good time. Hey, listen, if this is your first time that you have joined this session and you're a little confused about what's going on, don't worry. I'll be posting a video out this week about exactly what we do here in the trading room. Check out for my YouTube video. It's going to be on YouTube. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel to get the update. Also, if you go down to the description, all right, in the description, you'll see a lot of content there. First, number one, trade signals. You'll get that as well. And the Telegram. Sign up for my Telegram. Also, make sure that you go ahead and check out the document down below. There's a link for this document that I'll go through right here. So if you didn't catch what I was doing and you want to go ahead and review it again, check out the document below, and you can go ahead and check out that Google Doc and see exactly what we're doing. Also, if you want to get the system that I'm using, the trading system I'm using, there's a link below for you to be able to gain access to that as well. All right, traders, well, that's pretty much it from us. Trust everyone has an awesome week. I will see everyone back again tomorrow. So it's an awesome evening. I'll see you back again tomorrow, same time. This is FX Big Dog. See you later.